Good afternoon, everybody. We're coming to you from C's Fire Pit
Hey,
in
everybody.
the backyard. It is June 3rd in the afternoon, and we wanted to film a video to say sayonara to distance learning, hopefully, and do some shout outs to people that have
Shoutouts.
just killed it during distance learning, do some announcements on marching band, and do a little fun shout out thing to each senior.
Hey.
Um, so, you guys, no one asked for this distance learning thing, but you don't need to hear it from me. You've heard it from 1,000 different people. But you did awesome. I've talked to other band directors around the state, and they're like, yeah, we have this many kids doing it, or we have this many kids doing it. But by and large, you guys killed it during this learning time, and we just loved watching your videos. It put, like, my comments on so many of yours were, put a smile on my face, and
Right.
I was never blowing smoke. I loved it. Or my daughter would ask me, Daddy, why are you smiling? And it's because I was watching your videos.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Boy, do we need that personal
Oh,
connection, and that's as close as we could get. So great job, everybody, through this.
yeah. I agree with all those sentiments. Highlight of the day as you're sitting there going through other things, you get to that video and some kid just smokes it, and you're like, dang, look at that. Yeah, it was great. It was
Or a
really
kid
fun.
you didn't hear from for 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden they come in, and you're like, "Oh, I've missed you."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's equally as cool.
yeah,
Yeah, there were some kids that came in last second and just nailed the whole iMac in like one setting. It was
yeah.
awesome.
Awesome.
You guys killed it in such a challenging time. You guys should be so proud of yourselves. And yay, we did it. We survived pandemic 2020.
Yeah, so we want to do a marching band update, but we're going to do that after we do our IMAX shout outs.
I make shout outs.
And you ready for it?
I'm ready.
I'm
I'm
gonna start
flipping
with
my phone.
I'm gonna start with concert band,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do woodwind shoutouts. And what I'd want to do a shout out for is people who reach their end goal, because we set some huge end goals that were very hard to achieve,
Yeah.
and these people nailed it. Now some people's goal was like crazy high. It's
Right.
like, holy cow, it's never gonna be able to. But they're on their way to get it. So these are the people
Persevere.
that hit their end goal. And in the clarinets, we had Lexi, and we had Ava, we had Carrie, and we had Sarah. So lots of clarinets nailing it. In the flute section, we had Marin. Um, we had like Charlotte and Catherine. Their goals were like, and so
Dang.
they didn't quite make it to that number, but it was like up in the fives, which is nuts
Wow.
for a ninth grader. And then in the saxophone section, Nolan killed it really early, and then Susan Cameron came in and nailed it also. So
Dang.
shout out to Woodwinds that got there. Way to go!
So sweet. In the brass section in concert band, man, we have Brian Kircher just on fire at the end. He came up and blew, man, nailing his goal. And then we have Connor that just exceeded his end of the year goal. He got above what was listed there. So awesome job to that. Another one that went above the goal, Jocelyn in the horn section, killed it and went above her goal early, which is awesome. Carson also got to his goal pretty quickly, actually early. Owen exceeded his goal on trumpet and is still working on going as high as he can in the iMac. And then a percussion shout out to Miss Sarah Lloyd for always submitting those videos, those assignments. Never dropped a beat. You guys killed it in the concert band, brass, and percussion section. Awesome job.
Right on. All right, I'm moving on to symphonic band in the woodwinds. In the clarinets, high success. We had Ariel Huntsinger, and we had Rachel Estrom, and we had Sarah Student. All hit their goals. In the flutes, Amara nailed her goal. Let's see. In the saxophones, we had Max King nailed it like on week three. I
What?
want to say he like hit goal way early.
Max.
He just killed it,
Dang.
which was awesome to see. And Yoon Chan, I don't even know who the kid is the whole distance learning, and then he shows up earlier this week and
Comes in
blows
hot.
it out of the park. So
Wow.
that's Woodwinds and Symphonic Band.
Awesome. In the symphonic band brass family, they had some high goals. So we just had Katie Burquest reach her goal, but man, we had several other students that have like 5 point something goals, almost six. So they had some really good peaks to hit, but they're close. And in the percussion family, some of the most fine video editing I've ever seen in my life. Ben Dubinsky, you should be here filming us right now.
Yes, please.
So you can save us and also film this video. Keegan Ryan also stood out in the percussion section for always getting those videos in. So awesome job to all the symphonic band, brass, and percussionists.
Right on, moving on to wind ensemble. In the clarinet section, we had Catherine Lynch nail it. We had Corey Nelson nail it. We had Julie Ziegler nail it. We had Kaylee Johnson nail it. And we had Lydia Ron nail it. Like, big clarinet section. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then in the flutes, we had Alyssa hit it. And we had Emily hit it. And then in the saxophone section, Ariel, Chuck, Jacob, Lander, Wheezy, you all nailed your goal. And we had 3 6 outs in that section. Lander was the first 6 out, then Chuck was close behind him, and Welchie 6 out. Just awesome job, saxophones.
Fantastic.
Nice job. Way to go.
In the brass family within the wind ensemble, we had 3 people exceed their goals. Brendan Lehman came in hot, and he did like this whole thing in one session and got 1.5 points past his goal. What a man. Becca the Rock exceeded her goal as well, and Aiden Reef also exceeded his goal. So awesome job to those 3 people. Other wind ensemble brass players that met their goal, John Zemkowski met it early. Rachel Bannett nailed it. Andrew Stouts on trombone. And Peter Fay getting close to maxing out at the 6th level. Man, he made tremendous progress. In the percussion, we give a salute to Haley Coops. Coop. You're awesome, man. Sydney pointed you out as always getting those videos in and making us laugh along the way. Awesome job, everybody, in the wind ensemble realm.
That's it. So, marching band update. Good news is right now, as of June 3rd at 5:56 p.m., we are on schedule to start as scheduled, like we published earlier in the year. And so we had a meeting on it today, we have meetings on it tomorrow, but as of right now, we have drumline and color guard and student leadership, which we haven't even announced that yet.
Right.
But anyways, starting on June 16th. So the calendar we shared is up to date. We took out parades that have canceled and or postponed, so you can look at the Google Calendar on our website, and it is correct as of right now, which we plan on following. But by this Friday, 2 days from now, we will send out a marching band update with all that in writing and reshare the calendar again.
I am so pumped.
I am too.
I can't. I'm counting down the minutes.
I know. I just can't wait.
It's been a long haul.
Yeah. So that's the marching band update. Now, we want to do senior shout-outs.
Yeah!
Seniors, man, we've had a good time together.
Oh.
The trips are what stick out in my mind because I feel like that's really where you get to know people and really create those bonds.
Right.
Because you're with each other all the time. But man, we've made some memories together, and I know we both are so thankful for that.
Absolutely. Passion, man. That is the word that just summarizes your class. Holy smokes. What an ambitious, passionate group of individuals. You guys are going to go on and do amazing things. So,
if you can ever leave your house.
There's that.
Too soon?
All right. Well, we're going to run down each senior. Yeah, all 30 some of you. We're going to run down. We're going to say a couple things about each one of you, and then we'll go on to the next senior. We'll also tell who got the John Philip Sousa and the Louis Armstrong.
Ooh, yeah.
I didn't put that in my notes.
Yeah, we don't have it to give, and we can't see you and give it to you, but we're going to announce it at the end of this.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Nikki Hill.
All right. So what we did, I need to prep this. This is not, for me, this is not sentimental. I hug you. I love you. We had a great time in Colorado and Ireland and Hawaii, and we made great music. This was me literally writing down the first thing that came to my head for everybody. So that's what you're getting from me on this. And when we can hug each other and be emotional with each other later on, I'll do that with you, but not right now. All right, here we go. Restart. Take 2.
And Nikki Hill.
I feel like every time I see Nikki Hill, I need to do some sort of walking trick or like jump off a wall or something. I don't know. Just keep your footprints off walls.
Yeah, you know one thing with him is his smile. He would just always would melt you in your smile. Like, can I get? Yeah, you can get anything you want with that smile. He's such a respectful, like one of the most kind-hearted kids I've ever met in my life.
Absolutely. Robert Allen.
Robert Allen. He is a people person, loves people, and passionate for band to the cloud 9 degree. Love Robert so much.
Oh, that hair.
Oh,
That car.
oh.
And how much he cares for people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is a people guy. All right, James Arnold.
I felt like James was always like silently judging me from the back and just like laughing inside. Like, I can't believe Beanick is doing that. But man, does he have a great Hawaii shirt. Oh, I love that kid.
I agree. He's a really, you never know what he's thinking, but he's always there, and you never have to worry a thing about James. He will always be there on top of things. So.
Ashlyn Baumgartner.
Ashlyn! Oh, I wish she could have stayed the whole year. I love her so much. She's so outgoing, so energetic, and it seems like theater is a good fit for her because that is just her personality.
Yeah. Takes me all the way back to when we were at U.S. Bank when it joint just opened, and that was our first time, and it was her and Macy that like instigated that thing, and it was just such a cool experience for us to have together. So that's the memory that comes to my mind right away.
That's awesome. How about Sydney?
Sydney Bagalki.
Yeah.
I just love how much she loves the band program.
That's what I wrote too.
Shut up.
She loves the band so much. She loves people, and relationships are really important to her. She always wants to make things better, and I love that drive from her. So.
Jake Bornholm.
Jake Bornholm. Oh, man. The logical guy. I love the wittiness, and Jake will always argue a point till he gets his point across. I love him. He's awesome. I love logical Jake.
If I need something calculated, I'm going to Jake.
Yeah.
That's my thing on Jake.
Koopy Coo!
Coops. That's all I got.
A young girl, a few words, but she is like, again, one of the most kind people.
Absolutely.
And giving to others. So funny.
Yeah.
Love her comic.
Yeah. Jake Pruitt.
Pruitt! I wish I would have got to see him more, hang out with him more, but he is so consistent, high standards, and just gets the job done.
I just love him.
Yeah.
I love him so much, and I'm so glad he stayed on with the marching portion of
Yes.
the program.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to let go early.
Exactly.
So,
What about Dirks? Rachel Dirks.
Rachel Dirks. I love that Rachel Dirks will walk down the hallway and dance with her headphones on and not care what anybody thinks. Like, she'll do it down the most crowded hallway, and she'll be the only one dancing. Everybody else is looking at the ground.
So true.
Yeah.
I didn't even put that on there, but she's confident. She knows who she is. I love that. She likes her phone a lot, but I just had to throw that little dig in there.
Yeah.
Love you, Rachel.
Yeah. Zach Egley.
Oh, cool. That's the cool word that I got. Skateboarding. Never taught me skateboarding yet. I'm very mad about that. Keeps it real and just a fun-loving guy.
Just fun-loving were my 3 words that came right away. Just fun-loving.
Awesome.
I'm always going to remember that picture on top of Diamond Head Crater in Hawaii. Yeah, and hearing him have fun with his friends zipping down the hill by the house.
Ethan Evans.
Ethan Evans, that smile. Always.
Yeah.
Just huge, every day. How you doing, Mr. Beanick?
Yes.
Just so welcoming. Love
There's
you.
very few kids that when they leave the room, they always say, have a good day or thank you for today. And he's one of those kids that did it always.
Yeah.
Discipline and respect to the unbelievable degree.
Michaela Formanek.
Oh, Michaela, I love her. She's always up for a good laugh, which makes me laugh. She's got a great laugh. But she also has really high standards, man. She'll, like, say if something's not good, let's do it again so it's right. Absolutely.
Yeah. She is so happy, and she brings people together, even if they're not in band. Paige, there's your shout-out.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. I lost my spot. Lily Fox.
Lily Fox, I feel like I can't talk about Lily Fox unless we talk about Bella Mangler at the same time. Because I feel like I've spent 4 years of just listening to them giggle with each other.
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
I love it. I was going to tease her a little bit, too. Stop talking to Bella during band. No, I'm just kidding, Lily. We love you. She's, like, quiet, but her passion for band and people is real. And we love you to death. Thanks for being in band this whole time.